It's week 5 of the 2025 season, and we'll see who rules the skies in today's battle. It's the Seahawks and the Cardinals. All that and more coming up next.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, it's been all systems going this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
And when you have a guy like Kyler Murray under center, it not only opens up your playbook, it allows you to draw up even more plays because he's among the best dual-threat quarterbacks in the league and a true playmaker. If flushed out of the pocket, he might even be more dangerous. The next step for him, being able to throw on rhythm and deliver from the pocket.
They'll start on the ground with Benson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Murray now to throw. Over the middle here to Wilson. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Devontae Wyatt in there to get him for a loss. 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And leading him out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Alabama.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
First carry here for Ken Walker. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You look at this Arizona defense, and they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Sticking with Walker on second down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
I'm quite sure that... much better better start to this game when they practiced all week. If they failed on that third down play, that brings up fourth down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Benson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Murray. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. With the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground to about the 35, 2nd down. The numbers for Benson in last week's ball game. 20 carries, 67 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Blake Gillikin now. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And Walker has it. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll look to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Murray now. He'll get this to DeMercado. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Murray. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
That ball caught by Harrison. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Kyler going to give this to Benson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll run with Benson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey Benson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And out now come the Seahawks. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a 1st down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Mack Wilson coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw. Smith and Jigba with a grab. Room past the 35. Room here to run. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
Setting up the screen here, this is Walker. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. The Seahawks are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And they were able to tough it out last week, a close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence and they feel like they can continue to get better.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 17-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. He was brought down there by Julian Love.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. This is 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Reads blitz. Doesn't matter where it's coming from. Tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. To throw is Murray. That's to the speedster, Olamide Zaccheaus. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Murray going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. Here's Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Devontae Wyatt. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Will go down as a gain of 6. And 3rd and 8 now. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Cade York on now for the field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. York able to send this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle,
it's caught inside the 25. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times, and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Touchdown! DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. His first career touchdown pass, and, you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Extra point up and through by Myers, and the lead is now 14-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've got message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First target, first catch, and a first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. They'll set up a throw. He'll find Metcalf. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. On play action, they'll throw. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. Running free at the 45. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
That was earning a 1st down the hard way. You want your quarterback to be a scrapper, but you also want to keep him upright. He paid for that 1st down by taking a big-time hit.
On 1st down, it's Benson. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. There's a short one caught by Ryman. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Swim.
They'll try to run for it with Benson. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now set to take over on offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll get that to Charbonnet. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this is where play action can be so effective. Your running game's been the driving force on this possession, so as a defense, you start shifting your focus towards stopping the run. But the offensive coordinator sees that, he can take advantage, and they get good yardage there.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A little second effort there on the strong run. And then dropped just inside of the 20. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. But now he appears to be in some pain. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Davis is in. Touchdown, Seattle.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Murray now to throw. Caught. It's Wilson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. Here's Murray from midfield. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Throwing again, Murray. Pass complete there to Harrison. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Murray. And his throw here's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Trey McBride, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. Oh, a good return up past the 30. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker set to take over once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 17-yard line.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Hawks are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. This is 1st and 10. Murray looking to change the play here. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And the Seahawks are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. In all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw, Murray. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this down deep inside of Arizona's 15-yard line. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road.